Good morning, everyone. Here I am on the South Island of New Zealand. You can see the bay out behind me. It's a pretty beautiful morning here. I just finished my clinic in Waitari and it was fabulous. I had a lot of great students. I had a lot of really interesting horses. And now it's tea time. I am here with all of you. I know a lot of people will catch this in the replay at another time. For those of you who are here with me live, welcome. I committed this year to doing tea time every Tuesday. It happens to be Wednesday here in New Zealand, but we're going to go for consistency anyway. So it's on the normal day for whoever you are around the world, and it will be Tuesday for my family back home. So today I wanted to talk about entertaining one's self. This is something that comes up a lot in clinics. Hey Joe, good to see you. Welcome to tea time. I wanted to talk about entertaining oneself because this is a thing that happens a lot in freedom-based training. We have the idea that horses are free to do whatever they want in this type of training, but they are trained by our responses to them. So that means that sometimes horses are going to ignore us. And that's really difficult for the human ego. The human ego wants friends. We want, look at that, the wind just picked up just for tea time. We want to connect with our horses. We want to feel like we are in partnership with our horses. We want to feel important to our horses. The fact of the matter is, we will be in a relationship that the horse may be more or less interested in at any time. And if they're free, they get to ignore us sometimes. Now, why would they want to ignore us? Well, usually it's because they don't have good enough associations with the event or the circumstance that we're offering them. And so the whole idea with freedom-based training is we learn to build good associations with more and more events until the horse opts into the relationship because that feels like something they want to do, not something they're pressured into doing. Good morning, Catherine. I'm glad you have your cup of tea. I was just at the clinic with Catherine this week, so we were talking about cups of tea, and this is one of the things I do to entertain myself while horses are coming to the conclusion that they want to do something with me, and that is I will carry around a cup of tea. It's a simple way to entertain myself. And what I'm looking for is the opportunity when the horse comes around and they do want to interact with me. Am I ready for that? Am I paying attention to it? So in freedom-based training, we both have the responsibility to entertain ourselves until the horses are ready to interact, and then also be ready to put down our source of entertainment when the horse is ready to interact. We know they're ready to interact by their behaviors. So the play behaviors, the yield behaviors, the thinking behaviors, all of those make harmony very, very easy. When harmony is easy between you and the horse, they're ready to interact with you. If they're making harmony difficult for you, they're not ready to interact. Now, you can certainly use another type of training which pushes the horse to be in harmony with you sooner. And there's nothing wrong with that. But I find I prefer a type of training where I entertain myself until the horse is ready. Then when the horse is ready, I'm ready also. And I know how long that harmony is easy between us. And I know when it's time for me to go back to entertaining myself until they're ready again. And this is a constant cycle. What I find is when I get the timing right, more and more and more harmony is possible. And we build a stronger and better habit of cooperating. And we can do this just by following the natural cycles of time. I can entertain myself when the horse is not ready to be cooperative. Then, when they're ready to be cooperative, I am 100% with them. That's the feeling they like best in the whole world. If I show them that I'm aware and I'm present and I'm with them and we can do things together, and then before they are concerned, before they're defensive or uncooperative, I go back to entertaining myself. This leaves them wanting more of my company instead of wanting less of my company. And when that happens, they develop stronger and stronger internal motivation to figure out what cooperation looks like, what cooperation feels like, and what are the foundation blocks for making a habit of thinking cooperatively and behaving cooperatively. So freedom-based training isn't so much about what we ask a horse to do or we train a horse to do. It's about building a habit where cooperation is something the human desires as much as the horse desires. And when we build that habit, so much is possible. While we're building that habit, we've got to learn how to entertain ourselves. And that might be drinking a cup of tea. It might be kicking a ball around the paddock. It might be learning to juggle or playing a musical instrument. But the most important thing is, through that self-entertainment, the horse has time to come to their own conclusions that they want to be cooperative. They're not being pushed to be cooperative. It's their own internal desire that brings them to this state of desiring a cooperative relationship, perhaps even more than the human does. So I'm going to encourage all of you guys. Good morning, Jane. Thank you for lending me your beautiful porch here. For any of you guys, this view is spectacular. I'm so blessed to be here on the South Island of New Zealand. I'm going to leave you guys with this thought. Please think about entertaining yourselves before your horse feels uncooperative. This is, of course, in freedom. This does not pertain to when you're tied to the horse or you're attached to the horse. That's a different set of rules. But when you're working in freedom, find things to keep yourself busy in the times the horse is feeling defensive or uncooperative. Then after they feel cooperative, their ears are moving, their eyes are moving, their senses are being stimulated, they want to work with you, join them. Then before they feel defensive or uncooperative, entertain yourself. Find a cup of tea, learn how to juggle, whatever it is, entertain yourself until they're ready to work with you again. And what you find is if you get the timing right, there will be less and less time for you to entertain yourself. And your juggling skills are just going to fall apart because your horse wants to do nothing more than work with you all the time. So those are my thoughts for today. I wish you luck in finding the right things to entertain yourself through the cycles of concern or lack of cooperation, because they're just a cycle. They'll come around again, and hopefully you'll be ready and there to catch it when your horse is ready to practice that cooperation. I will see you guys down the road. I will be on the North Island for the next 2 weeks teaching, and then I will be back home on San Juan Island after that. Have a wonderful day, you guys.